aka the Boxing Purist. Welcome to the Truth and Absolute channel, where I speak the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, good God Almighty. All right, let me do the normal right here, guys. I know it's early. I know normally do not go on this early, but I'm here now, so let's talk some boxing, baby. Let's talk some boxing. What up, what up, what up? Let's talk about it. Who do we got in here hitting the like button already? Please say who you are. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Virgil, what's going on, my brother? Body Bags, what is good, my man? We're going to wait for a few people to get up in here, though. Then we're going to talk about the Fatal Fury card. I finally released it today. There's 3 fights on there that I'm really interested in watching. Obviously, the Canelo versus William Scull. Ashy Knuckles, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. We'll talk about it in a minute, brother. We got the rematch with Haney and Munguia and Bruce Sarase, and then we got my man Martin Bakole versus Efe Akhbar, whatever that dude's name is. Card could be better, man, but you know, it's a warm-up card, yo. It's a warm-up card. Ashy Knuckles, I'm glad to have you here, brother. We're gonna talk about it. Ashy Knuckles, I remember you from one of the lives, brother, but I can't quite remember which one it was, man. Ismael, what's going on, good sir? Salute, salute. We got a few people in here. Let's gather them up. Y'all remember to share this live, hit the like button. Y'all may not know this, but when you hit the like button, man, it gets it a little bit more popular. It helps the algorithm on YouTube, and it helps it go and go and go. I don't normally get on this early, so I'm hoping that we get quite a few people in here and we could talk about the card. We could talk boxing. We can move away from the subject for a little bit. It does not matter as long as we talk boxing. It is all good. Welcome, my boxing family. One thing to remember about this card, you guys, okay? If you really think about this card, since Canelo is headlining this card, this ain't nothing but a tune-up fight for Canelo is what we got to remember. Aztec, what's going on, good sir? What's going on, good sir? Listen to Aztec, that 3-piece. Like, subscribe, share the live, man. Let's get up into this one, man. Let's get up into this one. So, you know, I'm hearing a lot of people. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. So, we're going to talk about this one, yo. So, again, a lot of people are not really feeling this card. They're not really feeling this card, but you got to remember, man, this is Canelo's first fight in Riyadh. You got to remember everybody that's already fighting, man. That Friday, we got about 6 guys that could potentially make this card a lot better. We got a lot of guys that just fought in Riyadh season on the rematch between Bivol and Beterbiev. A lot of people fought on that card. Everybody has been fighting or has fights set up. Tank Davis and Lamont Roach just fought. There's not too many more people that you could put on this card to make this card amped up. I think it's good for the card that we're getting. We're getting a rematch between Haney and Munguia and Bruce Sarase. We're getting Martin Bakole, which we just saw in Riyadh season, against Efe Akhbar, whatever his name is. We're getting Canelo, William Scull. There's a couple other ones on there, man. So, you know, it ain't a big thing, yo. It ain't a big thing. You know, a lot of people are not feeling this card, man. But again, I don't know. I mean, I get it. I totally get why people are crashing out over this card, okay? They see it and they don't see much action. They're saying, you know, this is Canelo's first card in Riyadh. They were expecting a crazy lineup. But just think about it, man. Think about the card that we just got and everybody that was on that card. We had name after name after name on that last card with Bivol Beterbiev. In May, the day before this fight, you got Rolly, Ryan, Tio, Devin. You got many people on that one. I mean, who else is left that they could put on that card with Canelo? That's what I don't understand. That's why I don't understand, yo. I mean, y'all realize we're gonna be paying $25.99 for this fight, right? It's so funny. I hope the same people that are complaining about this card were also complaining about the last Tank Davis card. I'm being for real. I mean, that weekend is a fighting weekend. That's what you got to see. I don't understand. It's a weekend of fights. You could say it's just one whole card. One whole card. Starting from Friday to Saturday, anyway on Sunday. So, I mean, I guess, man, you listen, man. Some people look at the cup half full. Some look at it half empty, man. What could you do about it? What could you do about it, man? I'm telling you what, man, I'm excited to see my man Martin Bacoli back inside the ring, baby George Foreman. I know that he got clipped and he got knocked out by Joseph Parker on the last fight, man, but again, I mean, he took the fight with 3 fights notice. The dude was about 40, 50 pounds overweight. He got in there with Joseph Parker, which has probably the best resume among heavyweights. So I'm not mad at that. On this fight, he's going to be way better trained, probably a lot more motivated to show what he got. Come on now. We can't complain over this one, man. We cannot complain over this one, man. How stacked could you make a Canelo card? Excited for Ryan and Rolly? Oh, yeah, dude. Teofimo, Arnold Barbosa. Come on, man. This is going to be a great weekend of fighting, yo. It's going to be a really good weekend of fighting. I'm not mad at it at all, man. How do you guys seeing the fight? Yeah, you too, Aztec. How do y'all seeing the fight between Canelo and William Scull playing out? Not who the winner is going to be necessarily. How do y'all see the actual fight playing out? Let me tell you, man, William Scull is a big dude. William Scull is a big dude. Again, stylistically, man, watching his fight, seeing what his strengths are and everything inside the ring, he does a little bit of everything, but not good enough to capitalize and win against somebody like Canelo. Now, again, it's boxing. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. But on this one, nonetheless, I think that it's going to be an exciting fight while it lasts, to be honest with you. Let me see. Ashy Knuckles says, the last boxing card with Bivon Beterbiev was supposed to be the greatest card ever and sold only 45,000 in America. Well, Ashy Knuckles, it still is probably the best card that we'll ever have, bro. You cannot base pay-per-view sales and say that. Tank Davis just sold, what is it, 150,000? And we know that his card was not better at that. Ashy Knuckles, one thing that you got to remember, brother, boxing is a weird sport. Boxing has a bigger casual fan base than actual boxing fan base. So, you know. You know, I don't know how they're going to do that setup in Times Square, body bags. To me, it's freaking crazy. They're literally going to have to shut down all of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. And one. Amen, brother. God bless you, man. All glory be to God. Jesus, our Savior, man. All glory be to God. What's going on, and one ballers? Welcome, welcome. We're talking about the card, man. They just released the full lineup today, and I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a good event, man. Yeah, you got to remember, man, Bivol and Beterbiev are not household names. To the boxing public, they're household names. They're not. You're not going to go talk to your average Joe and ask them about Bivol Beterbiev. It's just not going to happen. You know, I'm going back and forth with the way that William Scull's going to fight that fight. Something tells me that he might have moments where he tries to bring the fight to Canelo as well, man. But we shall see. We shall see, man. Yo, real talk, I'm hoping that Edgar Berlanga gets right back into it, man. Right back into the action. I hope it's not another 5 or 6 months before we see him fight again. Yo, Munguia is going to come hungry. That's one thing for sure about him, man. Munguia is going to come hungry. I don't think he's going to make the same mistakes. I don't think he's going to go in there being so excited trying to get dude out of there. I think he's going to be patient. I think he's going to take his time, and I think he's going to be able to get him out of there. Yeah, you know, Ismail, the thing about it is, man, it's about discrediting, you know, Warlock Boxing, what is good, my man? What is good, my man? You know, unfortunately, it's turned into that, man. You know, a lot of the boxing conversations that you have is who made the bigger bag, who sold the most pay-per-views, but that does not determine how good a fighter is or isn't. You know what I'm saying? Munguia should have stayed with Roach, but I think it's fun seeing him. Guru, what's going on? I think it's gonna be helpful to Munguia just to be on Canelo's team, man. He's on the team with the legend. You know, he's seen Canelo train day in, day out. He's probably trying to, you know, he's trying to be Team Canelo. You know what I mean? That's big shoes to fill right there. You better believe he's gonna be on his A game. I'm pretty sure, man. And, when it comes down to it, man, you could change trainers, you could do all that, and they could kind of kink you up a little bit. But at the same time, man, you're going to end up going back to what you know. And Munguia just needs to learn to be a little bit more patient, a little less reckless. He needs to just learn how to do all those things and not be so excited, man. It was a homecoming fight last time when he was in Tijuana. He was in a homecoming fight. He was ready to just do damage, put on a show for his countrymen, and he got clipped, man, plain and simple. Yeah, Ismael, I feel you on that when it gets pricey, brother. That gets pricey, man. Yeah, y'all hit that like button. We got 13 likes. I appreciate every one of them, y'all. Every single one of them, I appreciate, y'all. Let me see. I agree. I agree. But how much times was he with how much time was he with? How long was he with Freddie Roach for, man? How long was he with him for? That's what I'm saying. They'll kink you up, man. But I'm talking about when it comes down to it, Munguia could go in there and just do what Munguia does, man. Come at you, We got 20 people in the live. Drop where you're from. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Freddie Roach for like 3 fights. Okay. 2 fights? Was he with Freddie Roach when he fought that one cat? What was his name? Dervachenko? Was he already with Roach with that? In the last fight, it just came down to a thing of patience, y'all. In my personal opinion, he just got reckless and he got wrecked. To be honest, that's what I saw in the last performance. So, I'm thinking, man, since it's going to be a weekend of fighting, man, and it's all a Fatal Fury card, a Fatal Fury weekend, what I'm thinking is, are they going to do some kind of special where they, $69.99 and you get the whole weekend of fights? You know what I'm saying? I wonder how they're going to do it. Joe Zaman, what's going on, sir? Honestly, bro, I'm going to be real with you. The heavyweights, Martin Bakole and Efe Achaba. I'm looking forward to that one, man. I'm a Bakole fan, man. After Jared Anderson, I'm a Bakole fan, bro. I like the dude. He's humble. He could bang, you know what I'm saying? He could do his thing. I just like that dude. He kind of reminds me of Baloo from the Jungle Book. The bare necessities. That's what I think of when I see Bakole, bro. I'll tell you what, though, it's also not a good thing, in my personal opinion, for these fighters to be jumping around trainers like that, though, man. I mean, at some point in their career, whatever, but to keep on doing it, Antonio, what's good? What do you guys think of Haney Rosado beef? Well, man, it's kind of hard, man. Oh, shoot. Hey, Ninja Turtles. For the green. Let me see. The Haney's, it's unfortunate, man, but, Haney is kind of like the Bronny James of the boxing world. He is very, the Kevin Durant, and I'm not taking nothing away from these people's ability, man, but some people are just extra sensitive. Now, let me explain what I mean by sensitive, but before that, let me go get something to drink. Got my tall can ready, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let me talk about what I mean by sensitive, man. Sensitive, sometimes when you say, yo, this guy is sensitive, this dude is sensitive, right? They see sensitive as any little thing you say hurts their feelings and they start crying. No, a sensitive could just be any person that you get a reaction out of them really, really quick. No matter what you say to them, they're really sensitive to it. Therefore, they feel the need to go back at you. Devin Haney is that guy. Gabe Rosado did not say anything bad. Gabe Rosado said what a lot of us have been saying in the chat. We've been saying it on different platforms. We've been saying that, yo, Ramirez could mess up Devin Haney's plans. Given the circumstance, he's coming back from a butt whooping, right? He hasn't fought since then, okay? He could play it all he wants, that he likes being the villain. That's not Devin Haney to like that kind of atmosphere, to like that kind of attention that's in a negative way. And he's facing a dude that's humble and is ready to fight. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying he's not a good choice for a comeback fight. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But for whatever reason, Haney has to go dig deep, has to go bring up old things. And it sucks because once again, you know, Devin Haney goes in there and he starts dropping, oh, he has 14 losses. He's never been a champion. He's never been this. He's never been that. And with all of that, he's still more of a people's champion than Devin Haney. You know, Devin Haney lives in this world, you know, and I think this is where it backfires for him to open his mouth like that. Because, yeah, you put all that out about Gabe Rosado, but at the end of the day, I want to say that Gabe Rosado has a stronger following than Devin Haney. It has nothing to do with race, so let's not take it there. And it's just like with Ryan Garcia. Devin, his dad thought that by going the route of the lawsuit, doing all that kind of stuff, that somehow the world was going to turn on Ryan Garcia and elevate Devin Haney. It did not work like that. Yeah, Haney's not a villain at all, man. I swear, man, he would have been in a way better spot in his career had he not chased the lawsuit after the fight. Had he just called for an immediate rematch with Ryan Garcia, like anybody else would have, like we've seen in the past, he would have been fine. No one would have gave him a hard time, none of the above. But he thought because that low Osterring bullcrap came out that everyone was going to say, see, that's the reason why. That's the reason why. Yeah, amen. Jake Paul is the villain. So what fight are you excited to see on this Canelo card, y'all? Which fight is motivating you guys? What other fight besides the Canelo fight are you guys ready to watch on this card? If there ain't no training his feelings, man. He just feels like the world is against him, bro. We got 23 people in the live. If you have not dropped in where you're from, or if you're not getting in the chat, do not be shy. Get in the chat. It's the safe zone for boxing chat. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. You already know. Munguia and Bacole fights. Okay, I feel that. I feel that. Let me see. Yeah, Munguia. Everybody wants to see what Munguia is going to look like after watching, after seeing him train with Eddie Reynoso. And the Canelo camp. Man, have y'all ever thought about how expensive that weekend is going to be for the Saudis, bro? That May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Y'all realize how pricey of a weekend that's going to be for Saudi Arabia? Oh my gosh. Way north of 100 million, y'all. Way north of 100 million. So who do y'all think that Edgar Berlanga fights next? Who do y'all think that he fights next, man? Who do you want to see him fight next? I think if he's gonna fight, yeah, you know, I think Caleb Plant. I want to say that Caleb Plant is the next one in line for Edgar Berlanga. I'll be real with y'all. I'll be real with y'all, man. I think that it's safer for Edgar Berlanga to fight Caleb Plant before fighting Haney and Munguia. That's just me talking, man. Munguia comes to fight. Munguia brings it in. I think him versus Plant would make for a better fight as of right now, man. You know, Edgar Berlanga is a big dude, a big dude, you know, for that weight class. But we shall see, man. I think someone that's not as hard a puncher like Caleb Plant that could actually box, that's going to make Berlanga think inside that ring, would be a better matchup. You know, the more I look into it, I think that Berlanga was this past weekend, the way that he was matched up is just kind of to go back to the Berlanga way, the first round knockouts, what made him popular to begin with. I think it was like the first 16 fights of his career was a first round knockout, and he went right back to that. So I think it was just kind of to get his name out there again as that killer. Jesus, I think Plant will outbox Berlanga. Yeah, Berlanga cannot box with Caleb Plant. It'd have to be something where Edgar Berlanga would have to force Caleb Plant to fight. Kind of like McCumbie did, you know what I'm saying? You know, Antonio, that's the story for a lot of these guys, bro. I wish a lot of these guys would fight more often, man. You know, like Edgar Berlanga, it took him a long time to fight. Caleb Plant, he doesn't got no fight here in the distant future, but maybe that's because they're trying to make the fight with Edgar Berlanga. But we shall see. We shall see. Edgar Benavidez at 175 would be fire. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a good fight, man. But again, you know, Benavidez, it's crazy as it sounds, Benavidez has more experience than Edgar Berlanga does. A lot more experience. He's actually fought better opposition than Edgar Berlanga minus Canelo, of course. I just hope that he gets right back into it, man. I'm telling you, I just hope that he gets right back into it. Eddie, what's going on, brother? I just hope that Berlanga gets right back into fighting, man. It'd be sad to see him just still kind of ride this Canelo buzz into the sunset, you know? Morrell versus Berlanga. Who do I got? Damn. Wow, that would be a good fight. Jesus, I ain't never thought about that, man. Berlanga versus Morrell. Let's hear. You know what? Let's do this. Let's pin that one. That I have not thought about that one, bro. What do you guys feel about it? Morrell versus Berlanga. Damn, I have not put thought into that fight before. What is going on with me, man? Oh, damn. Shoot. Now, are we talking 168 or are we talking 175, Jesus? What are we talking here, bro? Let me see. Eddie sends Morrell would KO Berlanga. Berlanga beats Morrell if Morrell comes down to 168. Just looking at them stylistically. See, Berlanga could bang for sure. David Morrell could punch for sure. The better boxer between both of them is definitely David Morrell. You know, that's actually a good fight for Berlanga. That's another one that he should actually consider. He should actually consider that one. That's actually a good fight for him at this point. Damn. That's actually, I can't believe we didn't talk about that one in the past, man. I see it being a really good fight. I see Berlanga and Morrell being a really good fight. But honestly, man, I'm going to go with Berlanga. Now, this is an unpopular opinion, but if you go back and look at the highlights, check this out. If you go back and watch Berlanga versus Canelo, now, I don't think that, I mean, if you want to be generous, you could give Berlanga a round or two against Canelo. And that would be that you were just paying attention to Berlanga. Just because you wanted to give him a round, you could give him one, maybe 2 rounds, right? However, if you look at the fight again, you got to look at when Berlanga had success. And when he had success in the fight was when he would throw at the exact same time as Canelo Alvarez. It kind of reminded me of Crawford and Spence, where Crawford was jabbing with Errol Spence. He was throwing his jab at the same time Spence was throwing his jab and threw him off. There was a few instances in that fight where Edgar Berlanga threw at the exact same time with Canelo, and those are the times that he was actually able to catch Canelo Alvarez. He didn't hurt Canelo Alvarez. He didn't do that, but that's when he had success. So if he's fighting someone like David Morrell, and I think that David Morrell will sit down and fight Edgar Berlanga more than he did David Benavidez. Against Benavidez, he moved quite a bit, didn't sit down his fight as much. I mean, he had his moments in there, man. The moment was just too big for him. But I think that I might have to go with Berlanga in a really good fight, yo. I might have to go with Berlanga in a really good fight, to be honest with you guys. I don't think it'd be easy for anybody, but real talk, I think it'd be a good fight. I think it'd be a good fight. Let me see. Can I learn boxing on my own? How hard will it be to learn on my own? And if possible, then how should I? If you want to learn how to throw a punch, man, how to throw a correct jab, an uppercut, a hook, how to stand like a boxer, how to keep your hands up like a boxer, you could learn boxing basics on your own. Hell, you could go on YouTube, you could do whatever to learn the basics. As far as learn how to box, like box someone, that you got to do in the boxing ring, man. You got to spar, you got to do stuff like that, man. You could hit mitts, you could hit a heavy bag, you could jump rope, you could do all of the above and work out like a boxer. But if you want to actually test your skills in a form of competition, you actually got to go in there and spar with other fighters. There's just no way around that, bro. Oh, Joseman, do you think that Berlanga's a bigger puncher than Benavidez? I would have to say so. He's definitely a bigger puncher than Benavidez. As far as one shot, he's definitely the strong one. I train in Wii boxing. Hell yeah, and one heck yeah. Yeah, I think that in one shot, Berlanga has more power than David Benavidez. David Benavidez will hit you with like 3 shots and he'll break you down over the course of the fight. But Berlanga got heavier hands for sure. Man, that was a complete massacre this past weekend, right? My gosh. YouTube can show you how to get hit in the face. So, what up, y'all? Have you guys heard anything else? It was you guys that let me know last time that David Benavidez was trying to push off the Bivol fight because he was injured, but I still have not seen nothing on it. I've seen other YouTubers talk about it. Servicero, you sent me something. I've heard news from other YouTubers and stuff, but I have not heard it out of his camp at all. Antonio, what's crazy, Samson. Oh, it was Samson that said it. Yes, okay. What's crazy is that Berlanga got a free hit on Canelo when he misheard the bell, didn't he move by an inch? I mean, Canelo got a chin, bro. I mean, they haven't talked about it. And like I told you guys last time, they said that it was close to being finalized for the summer, but the closest that I've seen was that David Benavidez's team sent an offer to Bivol's team, and that was it. That was it. Nothing was in. That's all I heard. Canelo has a hell of a chin, man. That boy could take a damn punch, man. I mean, look at Canelo, man. He's small, but look how wide he is, man. Look at his neck. He's made to take a punch, bro. Yeah, Canelo and Triple G took each other's best punches, bro. Those guys were freaking animals, yo. You know, it's kind of crazy. You would think that Canelo, because how he's built, how strong he is, wide his neck is, how he could take a punch, that he would be a brawler, but he's actually a really smart fighter. Yeah, he's built like a damn like a tank, like a block, bro. Y'all see that the interview with Showbiz and Canelo, that whole punch me if I name a better fighter or something like that? That was hilarious, yo. Servicero says, Irish Tyson. Matter of fact, happy St. Patrick's Day to Canelo. Heck yeah. Y'all think Canelo's celebrating St. Patty's Day? Yeah, man. He was interviewing them, and you could. It was a pretty funny interview, man. You could see that Showbiz was definitely starstruck for sure, man. After he asked him about that Mayweather, he gave him a nice clean shot. Ruben, what's going on, good sir? Shout out to my man from Laredo, Texas. Eddie Reynoso has 3 fighters on that card. Hey, that's a really good point. That very well, let me see. He has Teofimo. Oh yeah, Canelo and Jaime Munguia, because Ryan Garcia is not training with him this time around. That's right. Bodybag said I'd be starstruck too. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Eric, what's going on, good sir? Welcome to the live, my man. Welcome to the live. We got 25 people in here. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, get in the conversation. That card, man, when you think about it, bro, we're not that far away. We're about a month and a half away from that card. About, yeah, give or take a month and a half away from that card. And it's going to be fun, man. Showbiz said I deserve that. Showbiz is doing some big things, bro. Showbiz made it, dog. Showbiz did it. You know what I mean? The haters will appreciate Canelo when he retires. We shall see, man. I think what they're gonna miss about Canelo and the boxing world's gonna miss about Canelo is that if it doesn't change, that we're gonna see the boxing world hurting, man, if these fighters do not stay more active. Yeah, definitely happy for Showbiz. Yeah, Berlanga, you know, man, Berlanga KO'd that dude. That dude had no business in the ring with Edgar Berlanga, man. That's how you wind up getting hurt, yo. Got 20 people in the live. Everybody, welcome to the live. Eddie said Berlanga was fat too. Oh yeah, he did come in pounding some change overweight. You're right. Damn, man, Eddie Reynoso. You know, that has got to be the reason that Ryan Garcia is not training with Eddie Reynoso. That has to be the reason, man. It has to be because he has way too many fighters under him right now that he cannot focus on a Ryan Garcia. If I'm Ryan Garcia, I reach out to, man, I wonder what happened with him and Derek James. Berlanga spent that Canelo money on them big tattoos. Man, you know, Berlanga, if you guys follow him on social media, the dude went crazy spending money. I mean, he was all around the world. This dude was wearing fur coats. He was in... that's why I think that he called for that Canelo card. Oh yeah, no, absolutely, sir. If you said I will. Damn it, what was I saying? Damn it, I forgot. Oh yeah, Berlanga calling for the Canelo rematch was the funniest thing, bro. There's absolutely no way that that happens. That is what you call wishful thinking. In order for Berlanga to get a possibility at facing Canelo, he would have to do something like within the next 6 months, beat a Haney and Munguia, a Caleb Plant, or a Haney and Munguia and David Benavidez. He would have to put his name way, way up there in order to make that fight interesting. Because as of right now, absolutely not. Come on, bro. Jonathan Gonzalez to Canelo, that's not going to happen at all, brother. That's not going to happen. Do you guys know how much he actually made off of the Canelo fight? Yeah, nobody took that serious, man, but he damn sure said it with the intention behind it, bro. Yeah, Berlanga vs. Plant, that needs to happen. That needs to happen. Servicero says, fellas, let this sink in. Berlanga, Tio, Ryan, Haney, Roley. These dudes are raising the next generation of men. We are doomed. He needs another check. He blew the first one already. I don't know how much he made in that fight, but you better believe that he blew a lot of money. Yeah, you know, Berlanga, I mean, did y'all see? I don't know what list it was, and I don't know if it was real or not, but somebody got Edgar Berlanga like number 6 on their top 10 pound for pound list. I don't know if it was ESPN. I don't know what it was, but I was mind blown, yo. Mind blown. Go ask Fat Joe for a... Man, it seems like Fat Joe dumped Berlanga after that last outing against Canelo, man. Virgil is going to be the next. You know, so Virgil, man, he actually turned down, I believe he turned down to fight that guy. What was his name? Mortazalev. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The guy that destroyed Tim Tszyu. Morta, whatever his name is. He, I guess they turned down the fight to fight this summer. And honestly, I'm not mad at that because Virgil Ortiz has been in a couple of big fights recently. And he needs time to recover, man. In the boxing world, yeah, in the boxing world, man, you can do fight after fight after fight against big names, man. But after you take a couple of big fights, it's okay to tone it down a notch. It's okay to just kind of stay busy. There's a such thing called the stay busy fight, man. But to just jump into those crazy fights, man. Let's see about didn't want it. Look how much. Virgil Sr. and Robert said they never received a contract. Virgil Sr. and, oh, wow, they never received a contract. I mean, then maybe it was just Oscar, man. He's like, absolutely not, man. You don't want to put a fighter through all that right away, man. Absolutely not. Let the man get a gimme fight in between that. Go. Damn fly trying to get all over my drink, guys. There was something else I wanted to talk about when it came to boxing, bro, and I'm not remembering it, and I'm trying to think about it right now. We talked about the Virgil Ortiz. We talked about the Berlanga. There was something else that I wanted to mention, bro, and I'm not remembering it right now. Oh! Let me see. I wonder who are the next two fights with Canelo and Turki. We'll see, man. I think it has a lot to do with Bivol, what moves he makes next, and what happens after these next fights, man. We shall see. What do y'all think about a possibility of Keith Thurman and Boots Ennis? Although I'm not convinced that Keith Thurman is going to fight again until 3 years from now, even though he's already, I think, damn pushing 40, if not 40 already. He might be a little bit younger than that. But I think it's a good fight for Boots. I think at this point of their career, Showtime, and not Showtime, One Time and Errol Spence may be a good fight. Five-fight deal, huh? The last I heard it was a 4-fight deal, Body Bags. I didn't hear nothing different than that, bro. Yeah, I didn't hear nothing different than that. Yeah, I don't know if Thurman is going to fight again for, before 2028. Y'all know how Keith Thurman does it. He comes back, he says one time, and then it's all you got one time that year. You know what I'm saying? That's all you get from him. It kind of sucks that his name is One Time and he calls himself that because if anything in his career, I never really seen him as a one time, I hit you, I dropped you. More of a, in 3 years, I'm going to fight one time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, low blow from Servicetto. Low blow from Servicetto, yo. You know, Antonio, yeah, he had injuries and all that too, bro. But I'm telling you, man, you go back and you look, Keith Thurman was never the same after the Manny Pacquiao fight. It hurt him up here. That's what it is. And it hurt him right here, man. Not in a physical way. That Manny Pacquiao fight it hurt him mentally more than anything. That fight haunts him. Do I think Crawford not fighting until September is a good idea? So you guys probably saw right now all the pictures of Terence Crawford that he's posting about him bulking up, right? I'm sure you guys have all seen that right now. Body bags, to answer your question. So this is my thing about that. Terence Crawford is what, 38 years old, 39 years old, or something like that? So right now he's bulking up. His last fight was against Madrimov, which was what, last October, last August or something like that. He has not fought in a while, right? Okay. So he's bulking up, and I know how he sees it, how his team sees it, is that he's going to slowly bulk up, put more weight on, put more weight on. But just like my man asked earlier, right? How can I learn to box? You could do it by learn to box one way, but actually see what you could do, it has to be inside the ring. Now, Terence Crawford, I'm sure that he's running. I'm sure that he's eating a lot of, good foods, a lot of whole foods, trying to put that weight on. I know that he's in the weight room. I know he's doing all of the above for sure. But what happens when you actually get inside that ring? What happens when you actually get inside that ring? Okay? What happens when you got someone like Canelo Alvarez bringing the fight to you? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's going to hurt Terence Crawford's speed for sure. It's going to hurt his speed. Terence Crawford is a puncher. For sure, he definitely got pop in his punches. I'm just not sure if it's the type of pop that will carry on through weight classes. You got like a Virgil Ortiz that's a heavy-handed fighter. Each shot that he hits you with, it may not look like much, but he's heavy-handed. Then you got Ryan Garcia, which has explosive power. Ryan Garcia could jump up in weight, and he's going to be able to throw that punch, and it's going to hurt through weight classes that he jumps. Terence Crawford is really good at setting you up and hitting you with the right punch. But my thing is, he's going to be a little bit slower. There's no denying that. He's not going to be as sharp because he's not taking a fight in between that, right? So when you combine all those things, I mean, I'm not taking away from Terence Crawford, but you put that and you mix that with his age, I don't know how good that's going to work with him. I know people see the pictures of him going up in weight and somehow it changes the odds in their head, but putting muscle on does not translate into the boxing ring as far as what you could do with these. You know what I'm saying? And Joseph, man, that's what it looks like, man, with no tune-up fight, no nothing, just making a jump from one fight at 54 and jumping all the way to 168. It's like, bro, come on now. You should have took another fight at least at 160. Antonio, my thing is, and I've been guilty of this in the past, how does Crawford fight once a year and stay at the top of everybody's pound for pound list? That is what's wild to me. Like, what do they look at? Bud has sneaky power. People don't see it till they're there in the ring with him. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. And one I used to be able to, bro. When I used to play a lot more. He does have sneaky power because he could hit you at that right time, man. He could definitely land a shot at the right time. My thing is, how is he going to be inside of that ring? How's, his energy level, his speed, how he's able to be mobile? How's that going to affect him inside that ring? I think Charlo has more power than Crawford. Yeah, but I think that that Crawford definitely has more dog in him. I think that he'll actually bring the fight a little bit more than Charlo did. Charlo felt that Canelo power and said, hell no. The Martin, what's going on, sir? The way he looked versus Madrimov, he needs a 160 fight versus a legit middleweight. Yeah, but I don't think he's going to do that anymore, man, because let me see. We're in potentially the fight with Crawford and Canelo is 6 months from now, almost exactly 6 months from now, when that fight happens, 7 months from now. 6 months or 7 months? October. Okay, about 6 months from now. And he doesn't have a fight lined up yet. So to have a fight lined up in the next 2 months, and then I don't see it happening, man. I don't see it happening. No, I mean, sneaky because it hits you when you're not expected, Sevisato. Not because they're in there and all of a sudden they get hit and they're surprised. It's when he hits you. Let's see, everybody knows he just bamboozled his way to get an easy payday from the bank of Canelo. Well, you know what, man? The T1, I'm going to call you T1. I think it's Turki Al-Sheikh that wanted that fight more than even Terence Crawford did, to be honest with you, bro. I think it was more him wanting the fight and convincing Crawford to chase that fight. Crawford never called Canelo out ever until Turki got in the boxing game. Disco Kryptonite. Canelo time is upon us, my friend. Disco, who do you got? Not in the main card. Who do you got in the Martin Bakole FA fight? Skull is gonna shock the world. Comes in here, Canelo time, man. Skull is gonna shock the world. Skull is a big freaking dude, I'll tell you that. He is a big dude. Maybe after Canelo, he fights Edgar Berlanga. You know, I just still don't understand if Jive Turki is such a big boxing fan. What I do not understand is what motivated him. Why was he always so poised to make the fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez? Of all the fights out there that he could possibly make, why Terence Crawford versus Canelo? Crawford versus Canelo. Turki is a Crawford. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I got Bakole too. I got Bakole beating FA for sure. I don't know, man. I don't know what to make as far as Turki Al-Sheikh's boxing relationship, man. He just does not strike me like a boxing fan. Do you think that Crawford was Turki's backup plan after Canelo turned him down, or is he always looking? I really do not know, bro. The deal with Terence Crawford and Turki Al-Sheikh. I really do not know what is there, what he sees. Crawford is special. That's not what I'm talking about. But obviously, they're looking at Will Cash. What's up, though? I don't know why Crawford, of all the fighters out there, that you're gonna invest that much in, you know? I'm just waiting to see how Crawford versus Canelo is going to play out. I'm just waiting to see. You know what's crazy? That fight is going to be that fight is going to be promoted by Dana White. Jesus Reese, I think Daniel Jacobs could Nah, I don't think so. Crawford versus Canelo is going to be crazy. We shall see. We shall see. It all depends on. We know how Canelo's going to fight. Canelo is always Canelo inside that ring. We'll see what Crawford brings. Oh yeah, Conor Benn versus Eubank. That's going to be bad blood. There may be two fights, one in the ring and one after the fight ends. Camps and all that kind of stuff. If Turki was really about making the best fight, he would have chased. You know, Martin, that's a really good point. That's a really good point because, listen, Jive Turki has the money. He has the money to... He just has the money. He could make it rain $100 bills in one of these stadiums that he packs, and it wouldn't be a thing to him. You know what I'm saying? He could drop $1 million, and it'd be like me and you, a penny or two falling out of our pockets. But why did he not chase Benavidez versus Canelo? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why didn't he chase that one? Why Terence Crawford? He's always wanted the Crawford-Canelo way more than the Benavidez-Canelo. No, Monster Chewin, absolutely, man. He's training. He's putting weight on the healthy way. He's doing all that stuff, man. But you know as good as well as I do, my man, that you stay sharp by staying inside of that ring. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so, Eddie, man. if you notice, man, it seems like Benavidez has kind of toned it down a little bit now. And you know, I got a question for you guys, okay? Feelings to the side. Now, for about a year, maybe 2 years there, the talk in boxing was not even Canelo versus Benavidez. The talk was Canelo is ducking Benavidez, right? Benavidez's name has been there for people that watch boxing, but it skyrocketed when his name was tied to Canelo. But as of lately, I'm talking about as of lately, as of recently, man, do you guys hear David Benavidez's name less and less? Bro, people are asking Canelo to face Beterbiev. I need to ask, at what point is it too much to ask from the little dude? I mean, that would definitely be a legacy fight, Servi, because of who Beterbiev is. Listen, I don't knock that fight because I'd be interested to see how Canelo does against someone like Artur Beterbiev stylistically. Let me tell you this, Artur Beterbiev is a tank. He goes to war. He walks through everything. Will he walk through Canelo's punches? Canelo beating you to the arms, beating you to the body. Canelo could pack a punch, yo. The Martin, I don't think it's not asked for like that, man. But all of us kind of ask ourselves stylistically, how would Canelo match up against him? Garcia versus Boots. Canelo Benavidez is a great fight for the fans, win or lose. Yeah, no, it definitely got built up as a really good fight. It got built up as a really good fight. But, I mean, I just wish the approach would have been different on Benavidez's side, man. Louis L.A., what's going on, good sir? So, Louis, that's a really good point, man. If y'all read Louis' comment, he said he sees Canelo having more success against Beterbiev than he did against Bivol. And that's kind of what raises the question because stylistically, he matches up better against Beterbiev than he does Bivol. Now, I know right away we're going to think, yeah, but Beterbiev is bigger. He comes forward. He does not stop bringing the pressure. He keeps punching. Absolutely. But he's also there for Canelo to use his greatest gifts against him. You know what I'm saying? But you know what, the Martin? That's what makes Canelo great, bro, that he challenged himself and jumped up all the way to 175. Bivol Benavidez. We'll see if they make that fight happen, man. We'll see if they make it happen. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Oh, my bad, y'all. Did you see Berlanga fight a literal bum off the street? Yeah, man, and that was not good. That was not good matchmaking because, I mean, yeah, Berlanga looked good. He did what he had to do, but you could get hurt in the sport matching up people like that, man. That dude had no business inside there. You know, it's crazy, man, when you go a few years back to think that Bivol was called a cherry pick by Canelo. It's crazy how everything changes all of a sudden, man. He was called a cherry pick by Canelo. Callum Smith looked great in his last fight against Buatsi. People are talking about him now, but when Canelo fought him, he was just another European bum, according to the people. It's just crazy how the stories flip all over the place, man, right? It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And you know what? Eric said Bivol was a cherry pick. And you know what, man? It's crazy because even the analysts said it, you know, Teddy Atlas, the Clarissa Shields, everybody were like, Canelo's cherry picking Bivol, Canelo's cherry picking Bivol. And now I'm thinking to myself, did they really think that Canelo was that much better than a Dimitri Bivol that they thought Canelo was just going to walk through him? Or were they just so blinded and already getting ready for Canelo to beat Bivol that they were just trying to downplay his, if he would have won already to begin with? You know what I'm saying? The Martin, I think Benavidez' name was ringing because of the Canelo K, not because of his fan base. You know what, the Martin? Benavidez definitely has fans. He absolutely has fans, right? We're all fans of boxing. We're fans of Benavidez too. But that particular group that you're talking about, absolutely, absolutely. It was more haters than anything. Fundora Bum, he's a problem for everyone 54 to 160. Yeah. I love boxing, but let's be honest. I'll be honest. I thought Canelo was gonna do easy work on Bivol. Nah, bro. Nah, dude. The second that he took the fight against Bivol, bro, the second that he took that, Canelo Janovic would be good. But the second he took the fight against Bivol, bro, it was like, dude, that you're literally jumping into hell stylistically against someone like Bivol. He's bigger and he could box. And it's a weight class above yours, Canelo. When he went vegan, that was it. Nando, what's going on, good sir? Hey, you know what, Eddie? It's his fault. He chose to go vegan. That's a bad part of your camp, if you ask me, bro. Antonio, I don't know, man. Maybe his head got a little bit too big, man, that he decided. There's someone the other day said that his wife made him go vegan. I think he was just saying it joking, but I don't know what he was trying to do that part, bro. I don't know what he was trying to do that, bro. I think of like the Viking days, man, like them eating plants before going and fighting a battle. It's like, hell no, they ate a cow, the horns, everything. Yeah, telling you, man. Anyways, fellas, I'm about to wrap it up, man. Oh, wait, let me see. Low-key Canelo Bivol was like Trinidad versus Winky. Oh, man, I remember that. Winky made pancakes at Tito. Anyways, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Yeah, I'll keep reading these. Anyway, man, thank y'all for stopping through, man. I'm about to wrap it up. I got to go walk my dog. I got to go finish laundry. I got to do the daddy do's. But I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Y'all look out for the content to come. Make sure y'all share the video. Thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for being part of the channel. Much love and God bless y'all. Peace.